go. How's it going, everyone? I was some Crew 2.
Cool cars!
Cars indeed.
I like cool, fast cars.
As do I.
I also don't like closing out browsers and getting got medals, but you know, at least I'm 1 for 2.
Oh, there's new stuff today. Huh. Oh, wow.
Three,
I'll do good.
2, 1.
Say something?
Test. I think we should be good. It's a little loud on my end, but I can turn it down.
Yeah, the video game itself is pretty loud. Other than that, everything else is good.
Should be. There we go. Play this game with the physics. I need to separate myself from the more realistic physics of the games that I've been playing a lot lately. That's much more arcadey akin to like old school Need for Speeds. I think I'm starting to get in the swing of the rhythm. Actually, I'm missing quite a few of them. I haven't played this game much as I have Forza Horizon. On Horizon, I actually have all of them, but I only have about a little over a quarter of the cars in this game. Bunch I'm missing. The Cadillacs. There's a bunch of cars I'm missing. Half the Mercedes. Caravan.
Get all the monies.
Right.
Hey guys, so this segment for Funk Metals will only be 1 hour. So if you want to go ahead and
Just
keep
so you know what you're
continuing,
getting
and every
into,
now and then putting
this
that,
race
well,
isn't some
it's only
quarter-mile
one
drag
per
deal.
person. But
It's a long
if you haven't
and
already,
tricky
do
city-to-city
exclamation
race against
point
some of the
tall
meanest
20.
drivers in the country.
If you're obviously you have to be a
It
tall
doesn't count
member,
for the list,
and we can
and
get
it can
you
get rough out there.
your T-shirt
The
if
stakes
you
are high,
happen to win the
but
raffle.
so are the rewards. Winner takes home a Koenigsegg Regera. That's one hell of an expensive car. But the guy organizing the race can afford to put
If
it
you're
up, and
Pluple,
is crazy
I made
enough
sure
to
that
do
you
it.
were entered in the next raffle. It
Which
sucks
makes me
that the
wonder,
bot did that. I don't know why it did that,
You
but
normally hit the
for
legal
integrity
circuit.
purposes, we
Why
need to make sure
strut
that
your
we
stuff here in an outlaw race?
only
Here's the
give it to the
thing.
people that signed up.
Latrell's- You know Latrell Jordan, right? Nice guy, hangs out at the spot? No? Anyway, he's always been there for us. Big stuff like arranging races. Little stuff like showing me where I could get parts a little
Absolutely
cheaper.
much.
We just want to get back to him like
Chavato.
he's given to us.
We
So
we don't.
win this race, modify the car for him.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. As I've reported people in our
It's a
community
crazy
that I
nice
think are cheating.
gesture.
And you know,
But that and
it's
$3
a
to
very
get you a cup of coffee, and I'm
touchy
not gonna
subject.
make
You
it
obviously
easy
don't
on
want to
you.
just
Win the race,
make everyone
and then
think
we'll
that they're
see.
cheating, or report everyone for
We
cheating
don't do
because
things the
of
easy
rage or
way.
whatever.
We do them the
So
right
if
way.
you honestly think that someone's cheating, we'll send it up, and the team that is in charge of that person will get in contact with them. We'll review gameplay and this, that, and the third, and they'll see to it that appropriate action is taken. We do appreciate it
And remember,
because
Latrell's counting
in
on
Tall,
us.
in the Art of Warfare, we don't want cheaters. As well, so we do appreciate you coming to us and letting us know that apparently there's a cheater in our midst. We'll make sure to see to it that that gets taken care of if it so happens that he or her is cheating.
Think I need a car.
Crack is time to win.
Out of my way.
Told you. If info came to me, I sent it to Cool. He sent it to their people.
A Vegas to LA road trip?
Yeah, us at
People
Talk
will think
TV,
we're
we have
trying to get out of town.
no authority over the EFT division, so coming to us isn't going to help too much.
But it'll help. It will help because who talks to? We don't make the decision. We don't do the investigation, but we know the people who talk to.
Yeah, we can pass the information along, but that's as much as we can really do.
What's the point of this team? Is it like a race wars type vibe? Is there like a completionist?
So
How
in
do
the
you-
first
what do you do?
game, there was a whole thing of there's a street racing crew. Your brother was murdered, so you're trying to climb the ranks of his old crew to take down his murderer, who became his successor.
Gotcha.
This one is more about like what they call Motor Nation, where it's like all the different driving aspects, from road cars to hypercars like these, pro racing, which is like GT racing, and Formula One, although they can't call it Formula One in this game. Power boats, off-road vehicles, from bikes to rally trucks and rally cars. Yeah, I can show you those after this event. Planes, but yeah, it's basically all the motorsports kind of mashed into one game. And there's a huge open world that's supposed to replicate the United States. It takes a pretty long time to drive across.
Yeah.
But it's very arcadey. I mean, if you're looking for a sim experience, this isn't the game. But it does feel very similar to like old school Need for Speed, like Most Wanted era, Underground era.
Yeah.
So it's got that going for it.
What was your favorite Need for Speed?
For me, probably Most Wanted 05. A little bit of Carbon. Carbon has a special place for the wrong reason, in all honesty. I like Carbon because Carbon is one of the few games that actually has my car in it. My real life car.
You run the GTI, right?
R32. Volkswagen R32.
Yeah.
That's my real life.
Yeah, I got a super fast car in real life, man.
Oh yeah?
A Mitsubishi Outlander.
Oh yeah.
That thing goes vroom vroom.
Right? Hey now, don't knock the Mitsubishi SUV crossovers. Have you seen that?
It has 3 rows of seats.
Right? Have you seen that Eclipse Cross, the Eclipse Cross Evo that they've been teasing? Concept.
Yeah. It has leather seats and heated seats.
Hey, mine's got leather and heated seats.
And dual zone heating.
Hey, so does mine.
All that stuff it's all for naught. I mean, it's nice, but it's not anything crazy. Yeah, I want to. So I got that car because obviously, like I told you, I'm in the military or whatever, and so my house is 20 minutes from my job.
You can't even wrap yourself
So I need a
around
really
a tree in here because the
reliable
trees are too big.
car.
But the turns are
but
tight
my
enough.
wife's
You're gonna
job
try.
is only like a 2-minute walk from our house, right? And so before I came out here to Germany, I told my wife, whenever we get back, I'm gonna get a really nice car. Because obviously I had gotten a Mustang, and so it would be her time. Now, obviously, I don't have a Mustang anymore, which we'll get into why after the story develops. But yeah, so I got here, and I'm like, well, let me think about this from a financial standpoint. I ended up selling.
There's something
Yeah, I
special
ended up
about sitting
selling
on
my
top of this
Mustang.
much power.
Getting a very nice Mitsubishi Outlander. And so what I'm doing is
Did you go through diplomatic sales, or did you just buy?
I bought it on the economy, but it was an American spec on the economy.
So you can bring it back over when you're done.
Correct. That was the biggest stipulation I have to be able to bring it home. So anyway, I got the car, and so what I'm doing is she just rides a bike or like her little scooter or whatever, because it's literally a 2-minute
Did you
walk.
have a Vespa?
No, like it's natural. My wife is 5 foot tall. It's hilarious. She's 26 and 5 foot tall. So she's super small. She looks like the kids that she works with. She works at a daycare. It's really hilarious. But anyway, yeah, she rides that to work, and obviously I have the car because I need a reliable way to get back and forth from work. Because I can't be late. Period. So.
Well, you don't want your
Yeah,
drill
so
sergeant to
I
chew
got
you
the
out?
car.
Or I guess it would be your first sergeant.
Once we leave.
Yeah, I guess it would be your first sergeant at that point.
Yeah, but anyway, no, I'm not gonna go any further than that. But yeah, basically what we do is, I'll have it until I leave Germany, and then when I get back to America, I'll end up giving her the nice car, and then I'll be getting like a motorcycle.
Are you
but
going
I don't,
cruiser or sport bike?
Now this is the thing. I'm going right. I want 3 wheels in that bad boy. Like Honda Goldwing. Oh, they're so
1500 or 1800?
I want the big wheel.
Well, I mean, technically the 1500 is bigger. The 1800
What
for a
I
trike.
don't know. I haven't really done any. I haven't looked into like the sizes and stuff like that. But I want the big.
If you're looking into a Goldwing trike, look up Goldwing Road Riders Association.
Yeah. I love trike though, and that's the only way. Like my wife is scared of 2-wheeled vehicles. She's very bad at being like balanced. She's just very clumsy, and so the only way I could get her to ride with me was the only way for her to ride with me is if I got obviously 3 wheels on the back.
Ah, Los Angeles.
I mean, if you
where
give me 2 wheels
racing
on the
is
back,
usually done at
that
5
makes
miles
more
an
than-
hour. Thank God we missed rush hour.
Anchored Pike, you said that your parents were in that association? That's pretty cool. Yeah, my first love for trike came. Okay, yeah. When you were a kid, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, my first love came from when I was a kid. My granddad on my mom's side owned a fabrication shop. And so he would make bukus of money. He owned the fabrication shop, and so he'd make like all these different parts for these chemical plants that are down there in Texas. And so one of the days he's like, you know what? I want a motorcycle. And so he was looking, and he was like, you know what? I want a trike. He's like, you know what? I want a custom. And so he got some paint job, a custom kit, it's the thing is a work of art. Even on the front, the little like
quite loud. All
hood
right, let me
thing.
turn it back down.
Yeah, even the little hood thing on the front of his motorcycle, it's a work of art. It has like green
it's
with
ready.
like these like silver
Now,
flakes
let's see
in
if
it.
Latrell
It's
likes
like
it.
Well,
it's
son
hard
of a
to
gun.
explain.
You pulled it off after all.
I told
But
you
it's
we were
beautiful.
doing
It's
things
like
the right
candy
way.
apple green
Got the car.
with gold
Now all
trim.
we have to do is make a few
So
mods,
beautiful.
and we're down with giving Latrell one
But
heck
yeah,
of a
that's what got me
surprise.
into trikes. I've always wanted one. Harley's in trouble right now. What do you mean, Stack? Give us some context, brother. Those are down for the last 10 years. I mean, when you make motorcycles that are so stupidly expensive, you know, and from my understanding, they're extremely expensive to upkeep, do repairs on and stuff. So people are, getting smarter about their motorcycle purchase. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of vehicles, motorcycles, become digital. So
Right, exactly. And
harder
less
to
and
do
less
your
people
own
are wanting to.
maintenance.
Exactly. Less people are wanting to do, the harder, road hog type vibe. They're more wanting, the
Most people
fleet
can
cruiser type thing.
turn a wrench, but working on a computer ECU is a little bit different.
Exactly. It takes time. I'm no machine. He loves his bike, but I gave him crap for getting a new one. I grew up with him telling me that it was paying for the name, not the bike. Yeah, I mean it's the same thing as having an iPhone, but look at almost half the population of the Earth.
Oh, you wanted to see the powerboat, J-Mac?
Yeah. Show me the boat. Oh, that's cool. That's really neat. Man, so talking about right-sided vehicle driving, right?
Are you sure about
So obviously I'm from America, but I live in Europe, and the U.S. Army, they contract out like people from over here to come work with us sometimes. And right now my company's maintenance crew has a couple of guys from England, and obviously all of their cars are right-seated driving. The driving seat's on the right side. And so this dude, one of them, they have this beautiful audience. So I'm like, hey man, one of these days, when you gonna let me drive your whip? And he looked at me, he's like, you can drive right now. And so I'm like, all right, well shoot, let me go ahead. And so I open the door on the left side, and he cracks up laughing. And so I'm not looking at the thing at this moment, and he has like blacked out tint on his window, so I couldn't see. You know, and not even thinking, you know, I didn't even think. Obviously, he has the accent and everything. I knew he was from England, but I didn't even think about it. It was right when I got to Germany. And so I get in, and I actually sit in the cab without looking at the steering wheel. And so as I'm sitting here, and I'm moving my, you know, obviously to look at the wheel, he enters on that side and turns the car off. And I'm like, wait, whoa. Oh, and obviously all the other European guys, I mean, they just
Fallen for the
laughing.
oldest blunder in the book.
Oh my gosh, they had a gag at it, man. They were laughing so hard. They made fun of me for probably the next month. And it was great times. It was really great times. Because I know, I mean, you grow up knowing about, obviously, you know, different people drive on different sides of the street and having the different sides of the car, but you know, when you're actually here, you don't really think about it. You know what I mean? So I knew that Europeans, you know, that certain European countries have, you know, right seater driving and drive on the left lane, like going forward or whatever. But it's very strange to like think about it, because like, especially when you travel from a American style of driving, if you're traveling. So if I like right now would drive, I mean, excuse me, not to Europe, to England. So I, you know, across that border, I'd have to switch lanes, and I'd have to drive. It's so weird driving on a different lane when your body is not towards the inside of the lane. It's just such a weird feeling. Like I get scared that I'm going to like hit somebody. It's so awkward. But I've also thought about getting a motorcycle like this, one of those, you know, rat racers, or what it's called, a rat racer, isn't it? Something like that.
Cafe racer.
Cafe racer.
This one isn't a cafe racer. This is just an Iron 833. But the style is kind of a cafe racer.
Yeah. Cafe racer. Yeah. I also thought about that because that's what they sell at like the military auto sales, which is like the car dealerships on post. They only sell like cafe racer style stuff, and then like the Supreme. Well, no. They only sell Harley Davidson. So like they have like the cafe racers, which is like the $10,000 to $15,000 motorcycles, and then they have like the old man super like decked out, all the trimmings and fixings, you know, cruiser Harley Davidsons for like $60,000-$70,000. Or not I don't know how much, if it's that much, but like in the 50, like very high 5-digit numbers of this exuberant amounts of money, because obviously we have like retirees that have been in for
Awesome.
who knows how long. You know, they get a lot of money and stuff like that. So 15,000 is still well, that's what I'm saying. If you that's why we never try like
if you're spending more than 10,000 for a new cafe racer style bike, you're doing it wrong.
Well, that's
like I could go to my local flat out and pick them up between 7 to 10 all day long, and those are for the higher end versions, brand new. Yeah, 2021. Well,
that's the thing. They overcharge to try to take advantage of like new people that have all this money from basic and stuff.
You haven't been able to spend money for the last like 9 months.
Exactly. In basic training, you know, you're in a boot camp, you have drill signs hanging over you, and you can't spend any money. And then right when you get out, you have, you know, $2,000-$3,000, and you're like, oh man, what am I gonna do with all this? You know? I personally went crazy on electronic stuff. That's what got me into PC gaming when I was so I went straight from boot camp. I went home for 2 weeks, and then I went straight from home to South Korea. Yeah, and that was my first duty station. I was there for a year. And after that, I came back to the States, and now obviously I'm in Germany. But you bought a triple asterisk for your truck? That's I'm not really sure what a triple Aster section. Yeah, Anchored. I love Korea too. The people, transmission. You said. I know what you said. But yeah, I got you, man. There's a lot of people that do that. They go home, get vehicles, and then drive them to their first duty station, and get them all souped up and stuff. I know I have a lot of people that like that's what they end up doing. I had a buddy who he deployed, and he came back. He saved all his money, did really well saving his money. Came back from deployment with like $30,000, $40,000 in his bank account. So what he did was he bought a very like cheap old Honda Civic and like swapped the engine out, swapped everything out, and then sold it for a premium. And he actually created a business, like a side business, doing cars, like buying cheap cars and souping them up to make like little speed cars and stuff like that. It's really cool.
One of my fraternal brothers, he's an 05 and got sent over to Syria a couple of years ago.
Fraternal.
No, Freemason. So yeah.
I got you.
But yeah, he got sent over to Syria when all the ISIS stuff was going on a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And,
Tread lightly.
But yeah, he was an 05, so he's already getting a decent pay as an officer.
Yeah, maybe.
And
I think they make upwards of like $5,000 to $6,000 a month.
Yeah. So
That's
all
just
that
base
money,
pay, not with any additional pay.
including hazard pay and all that.
Yeah.
He came back with just over $100,000 just in pay. He's single, so he doesn't have anyone to take care of back in the States. So all that money just collected.
Yeah, there's certain jobs.
And he came back and basically put an 80% down payment on a McLaren.
Woo.
And now he's driving around in a 570S.
That's one thing, man. I was on a mission here in Germany, and it was in this farm town. And basically, so it was a bunch of middle class people in this town. And then I'm sitting here at this restaurant, and a McLaren just comes, like not roaring, like it's not going fast, but obviously a freaking supercar is going to be loud.
Right. Well, you're in Germany, so you have the Autobahn and everything as well, which is notorious for those types
I'm
of
literally
vehicles.
right, but I'm literally in the middle of like a farm town, like it's like a town square. It's just a straight road with all these cobblestone. It's like a cobblestone road, like an old school town, right? And you just see this McLaren go by. If I was on the Autobahn, I'd understand it, or if I was close to Berlin or some of the more populated, yeah, cool. But no, this guy lived in this farm city. And so I go up to one of the locals. I'm like, what's going on here? That's a stinking McLaren. And they were like, yeah, he owns one of the really big farms out here. I was like, oh, that's one thing that Americans and Germans have in common. The farmers make pretty good money as long as their stuff grows. That's cool.
The F12
that's just a lot of work. Farm is a lot of work, but I have a lot of farm friends that they all had pretty nice lives, but it was just the work they put in was the thing. They put in so much work. Obviously the pay is going to be nice, but I'm talking 14, 18-hour days.
Yeah.
Craziness.
People don't realize how much work a farm is. I think you just plant the crops one day and just let them grow. You know how it is.
I even try. You don't belong at the top of the list.
After you, we have he's going to be live for 8 hours.
What up, champ?
Yeah, from 1800 Eastern Standard Time to 2 in the morning. He did sign up for 3 different games, so he's going to be playing Apex, Siege, and Overwatch. And
Playing
then
FPS for 8 hours, that makes him even more of a champ. Jeez. Like, I consider myself a good FPS player, but even I can't do 8 hours straight of just FPS games anymore.
Yeah. I think the longest I ever streamed Apex was about 6 or 7.
I've done about the same, but that was when I was really enjoying it.
Well, that and I had it was while I was here in Germany. I had one of my really good high school buddies that was actually a best man at my wedding and it was my brother as well, which I rarely get to do anything because obviously he's a police officer in San Antonio, so he has a really he works like nights, so he has a really crazy schedule. Yep, yes sir. We got the Apex one live here soon after Funk Metal's hour is up.
How's the stream look, by the way? I'm testing some settings.
It looks very good.
Trying to tweak the amount of pixelation I get with Genving.
Oh. Wow.
Huh.
No, just people, obviously for the t-shirt, people are sending me their address. Some of these people from European countries have some crazy.
Don't let up, give him everything you got.
Whoa!
Oh, what?
That's realistic. You jump over a lake and then you just switch from a car to a motorcycle.
Right? I know. I told you, this is one of the most realistic racing games out there. Didn't I say? Did you not see earlier when I switched from a car to a plane?
Yeah. Heracles, actually, not necessarily comes to streams being more based on your CPU or upload speed. It's all about your settings. So you can make OBS more processor based, or you can make it more GPU based by using the NVENC encoder.
NVENC, I think AMD has
exactly.
an equivalent.
Like what Saul said, exactly, yeah. Like what Saul Saxon said, he uses his GPU as an encoder, NVENC. And so, Heracles, if you remember back to the last 12-hour stream, I was having really bad problems with my stream and it lagging and dropping frames and stuff. And so I switched. I don't know. It's not a problem with my processor. I think it's a problem with my upload speed. But anyway, I changed to NVENC, and I still have problems with my upload speed every now and then, but it's much less. Of course, I have the 2080 Ti, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, I'd love to get my hands on a 3080 or any 3 series card.
3080 is nice. I like
it.
mine.
You have one?
Yeah. EVGA for the 3 Ultra.
Yeah. So I have the EVGA for the Win FTW 2080 Ti. I don't know what number it is or
and
whatever.
Shockingly, I got this card for MSRP.
Nice. Exactly. Yeah. Jackson. That's why I had to switch it, because I am running a single stream, single PC stream. Looking to make it too, but obviously there's some financial stuff that I got to get first. Man, if I could have any car here, it would be that one right in the bottom left corner. I love GTRs.
What,
oh, that one right there that's pulling off. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love GTRs, dude. When I was in my job training, AIT, not my commander, but the commander of our sister company. I was in Alpha Company. The Bravo Company commander had a GTR, right before he came to AIT, obviously he deployed, so he had the deployment money. He was able to buy, the $100,000 car.
Congratulations.
Man,
Yeah, you were talking about realism.
oh, such
You know
a
what his
beautiful
own
car.
game can impress the hell of a lot
Oh
of
my
people
God.
along the way. That's work to
Yeah, let me just morph from a motorcycle into a little, air glider and then into a ship.
Fun getting it out there on
That's
the
pretty
road.
funny.
Let's see what you can do with it.
Would you label this more as like a car race box or like a vehicle racing sim?
It focuses more on land vehicles, but there is the whole planes and boats.
And boats. Yeah,
There's actually not just the pro boats here. I mean, there are two different types of planes.
I can
You
imagine.
got air race, which are the high speed ones, and then you got aerobatics, which
Mhm.
are for like doing stunts.
Stunts and stuff, right?
Got hovercraft. Got
I
the
couldn't.
power boats, which is the racing boats.
Yeah.
You
that
got
was plain.
jet sprints. These are the Formula One, but not really Formula One. They're obviously Formula One. They call them Alpha GP because you can't use the trademark in this.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Touring cars, which are more track-based, road-looking cars. Older Le Mans cars.
VFSSUTE better? Crackles. I don't really understand what you're saying there.
They actually have Demolition Derby in this game as well.
Oh, really? Oh, what is that car on the big wheels? What the
Oh,
heck?
the monster trucks. Yeah, they have monster trucks. Yeah, monster trucks.
What? Yeah, do monster truck. Do some demo. Like Anchor with Anchor is there. What the heck? Right over the white car right there. Drive over it. Can you do that? It's the
This
new
one's
version, coming out.
this one's stock, so not actually all that fast.
None of the cars that you run over take any damage. That's great.
They have monster trucks. You have Rallycross, which is off-road, kind of like cars.
Ah, I like that car. That one's cool.
Which one?
The flamed one.
Oh, the.
That's
Camaro
another
RS.
thing I've also thought about getting is like a really nice like a KTM dirt bike or something
Yeah,
like that.
they have motocross in this. I haven't done very much
I
of the
saw that.
motocrossing.
I saw that exactly. Yeah, KTM. I kind of looked familiar. I've been looking into getting a really nice like street legal KTM. That
Road-
way, because
road-
I really
You're talking about
Yeah.
something like this, like a 450 rally. This is actually a
yeah
road bike.
something like that exactly. Yeah. That way, because I really like dirt biking, but if I get like a really nice one, I obviously would need to use it as like a vehicle. So I'd want to get like a street legal one where I can just if I want to go like on the dirt, I can just swap the tires and drive off road or whatever you want,
Yeah,
or
you
whatever
have-
I want. You know what I mean?
You have the
That's
Rally
another
Raid.
that's another car I really like.
Of the
is
drag cars.
The Agera.
Oh, the Agera, yeah.
Oh man, those are beautiful cars. Where is it? Yeah.
Got the Agera.
Koenigsegg. You know what turned me on to that vehicle? The movie, and now obviously there's a game, but the movie Need for Speed. You know what I'm talking about?
Unfortunately.
Oh, man.
You got drift cars.
Didn't like that movie?
I've watched it once. It wasn't all that good in all honesty.
I love that movie, dude.
But
I don't know. I
drift
fancy the acting,
cars,
but
and then you got
that's for
the
another
street
discussion.
cars.
Top Gear is what did it for you? Oh yeah. Yeah, I used to love watching Top Gear. Oot, do you have a Oot? You know what an Oot is? Yeah.
Yeah, I have
sure.
a Ute. Actually, I'm
Tell
not
me,
sure
tell
if
me what a
there's
Ute is.
there's not any Utes in this game, I don't think. I know there are some
There
in
isn't?
Forza. I don't think there are
Okay.
any Utes in this.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is, and Crack was saying something about it. So.
It's basically a pickup truck car.
like a Camino. I think
Yeah.
Saxon said that earlier.
It's basically.
That's really funny. Saxon said they are cool, but I'd rather have a real truck.
If you want to look up what a Ute is, there's a really cool one that they I don't know if they make it anymore, but look up the Holden Maloo HSV. That's probably the coolest.
I mean, even if they don't make it anymore, it'll still be on Google.
Not. Read that. My word. Skills.
I can't believe that I actually felt that the right way.
What, the Maloo?
Yeah, Holden Blue. Crack. You cannot say that. Brother, please tell me you know how to say this. You like
He likes the what?
the ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at ooh.
There are actually
Don't
a lot
tell
of
me,
fun
brother,
cars.
Don't
Okay,
tell
so
me
there's
you
a
like that
reason.
vehicle, bruh.
There's a reason why Utes are popular over in Australia and New Zealand. It's because
Why
of the
is that?
roads. They need smaller utilitarian vehicles because of the roads over there and the environment. Like especially New Zealand, they need the lighter weight vehicles to get up and down the mountain hills and everything.
Beast Devo.
They basically
please
need
don't
a smaller
come into.
utilitarian.
I got you. Yeah, Beast Devo, please don't come into other people's community channels and invite them to your community, my man. I appreciate the invite, but we kind of have a whole community here ourselves. Yeah. So, sorry, buddy. I'm gonna do this right here. Sorry. We don't like that kind of stuff. Yeah, kind of have like, 1,600 members here, but it's nothing special.
Nothing special. All right.
So are you're playing this on your PC with like a controller attached?
Yeah. I'm just using
Okay,
an
that makes
Xbox
sense.
One control.
Yeah. Do you wire it or do you do it wireless?
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth. Yeah.
If I run out of battery, I'll switch to wired. That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's only like 18 minutes left.
And I recharged it early, so.
Yeah. It's really not even the fact that our clan is bigger or whatever, because obviously that's pretty toxic to say. It's just the fact of it's self-advertising. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't be going in. Like if you wanted to message the member like specifically, like in a whisper, sure, whatever. But you don't go into someone else's stream advertising for your community or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I guarantee you, if that happened, like someone was advertising Paul in someone else's stream, it'd probably
We'd
be a
hear
problem.
about it. They
We would
deal
hear
with
about it, and it would be a problem.
Yeah.
There would be, you know what I mean? It's all about the delivery. Because funny story, I was streaming, and that's how I got recruited. I was streaming Warface back in the day on my personal channel. This is like 5 years ago. And one of the top members of the Warface team came into my stream and was like, "Hey man, are you in a clan?" The whole conversation with me, yeah, Tall has, so and so many players. We have all these different games that we play in, and I'm like, you know what? Sure, well, why not? And I ended up really liking it. But
Still
instead
shocking
of
to me
coming
how
in and
small
saying,
the Warzone or Warface directory is.
yeah, it's not really their fault in all honesty. The game, it's
I'm sure it
development.
was.
It's
It was
with
more
companies.
popular streaming on Russian site or streaming site, whatever that is called.
Well, not even that. It's well. Oh, you're talking about Twitch,
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it used to be pretty good. Surprisingly, it used to be pretty good. But when the game changed, like the company, the publisher,
Crytek to My Games.
changed hands, yeah, it destroyed the game. It was really frustrating because I was really big into it on Xbox. So obviously, when I got my PC, I wanted to try it out on PC. But I was really big into it on Xbox. I was in like the #1 clan in the world, and I think I was like 14th in line of like the rankings in that clan. And I really was all about Warfare. And it ended up when the publisher switched hands, the my.com people ended up taking away the game. They took it off of Xbox, and so we could no longer play.
Didn't they just re-release it recently?
Exactly. That's what the frustrating thing was. We couldn't get our old stuff. We couldn't bring our old stuff back.
Yeah, because they
So
had
it's
the
like-
whole Crytek merger thing, and they were giving people
Right.
free weapons.
Right. So they had the merger where you could bring some stuff over, but that was from Xbox to PC or PC to PC to PC. It was not Xbox to Xbox because the my.com era of Warface did not come to Xbox until much later. So I mean, in my honest opinion, it all comes down to the developer and just not making good decisions to help their community.
Mm-hmm. Cascades.
Sorry. Never getting in a car with Funk.
Well, you don't want to get into my R32? I bet you'd have a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun, and his stomach would be all, or his lunch would be all over the window.
He's cleaning that up.
Come. Yeah, we already, for the 24-hour stream, have had a Gump awarded.
How many gums
And
is
it
that
just
for you
happens.
now? Like, that's 2 within the last month. For you.
It's 3.
3 in the last month.
No. It's recent I joined.
Oh. But you've gotten 2 of them in the last month, haven't you? Or did that one actually not get awarded?
This is my. You gave me a Gump.
Or we were talking about it with Ari in the last meeting, I thought.
I think that was a joke. The only one that I'm tracking is the Gump that I got A, and then the other 2 that I got like ages ago on my other account when I was still more TTV.
No. Because we were talking about how giving gums because people don't have gums or something.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, so hey, Crackles. Oh, yeah, I did get a Gump in the last one.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, yes, because I accidentally removed myself from position.
Yeah.
That's right.
When you moved
That is
yourself,
right.
you removed yourself.
Yeah. I removed myself from position. I had to message Crackles to give me access so I can continue doing what I was doing.
Don't worry, Crackles did the same
That's
thing.
right.
Well, he didn't do the same thing. He, when I got promoted to CO, he kind of made me his rank, so I was a colonel for about 10 minutes until.
Should have took a picture.
I did. I was a colonel for about 10 minutes till Ayatomi got on and fixed it.
Nice. That's funny because I don't think can he take that rank away?
No, he can't because it was the equivalent rank. Yeah, you get awarded but not taken away.
Nice. Oh, the ins and outs of the call website. Gotta love it.
I'm sure I like these snowy roads.
I'm really interested to see what the new colors were. The new colors are, excuse me.
When are they unveiling that?
I'm not sure. I was in conversation with Maverick earlier after we finished my first segment of the stream, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of stuff and like the new website colors," and I'm like, "Oh, I wanted to know, but I'll know. It's not my business yet."
What is TAW's
He's
official
like-
colors, or do we even have any?
Well, they're gonna. I don't know if there's a specific.
Because we're kind of
color,
like a mustard tan, black right
Well,
now, right?
obviously the whole vibe of the website is going to be changed. It's going to be a lot more modern and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see what exactly is going to go on with it. But, with everything, it takes time.
I
So
remember one of my old communities, we had our 10th anniversary. It's funny saying that. Our 10th anniversary back in 2011.
in
And
2011,
Yeah.
I was 14.
so this community was having its 10th anniversary in 2011. It's actually, back in the day, them and TAW used to be really close. Back in the 1942 days. But yeah, it was kind of funny seeing the transition. Because they unveiled a new website at the same time.
I got you. Yeah, I missed all the Warface people. You know, Ghost JJ, man, I've known him since I joined Oh, he's in the chat right now. Yeah, Jabber, obviously Southern Cross Hip Hop. You know, all of them. Marine Tiggy, Gamma Kappa Mu, bunch of really good guys. I missed the heck out of. We always had a really good time on the mandatories for Warface. I didn't stay there too long. I ended up I was in Warface for like I want to say a month, and then Fortnite came out, and I ended up going to that team, and I was in that team for like a year and a half. I was in that team for a long time.
Yeah.
Man, I saw that team go from about 30 to 40 people to like 6, then up to 116. And then that's around the time that I got stepped down, man. That team, that game, or that spin up team was a emotional, well, not emotional, but it was a roller coaster. It was all over the place. But yeah, even if people wanted to bring that game back. Oh, I got you. Yeah, even if the community wanted to bring that game back, I really honestly don't think that they would be able to. I don't think it's really that much of a viable. I think if we have the right team, obviously anyone can bring a game in, but I don't really think in the long run it would be a viable game to bring to SAW anymore. The only people who really play Fortnite these days are the people that are obviously either trying to go pro or are already pro. Like, you can't casually play Fortnite anymore. Because everyone
really
is like
casually play any online FPS anymore.
Yeah.
Skill-based matchmaking and the rise of esports, really.
Well, I can casually play Apex. I'm not gonna say all the time.
One of the reasons I went back to PlanetSide is just skill-based matchmaking is most online FPS game enjoyable for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Definitely.
A while since I drifted.
Hey. Something good. If you good, high, super cool for the truth to LOL better players, okay, that with you. Beast Evo, we appreciate you, but now you're becoming a problem, so I'm gonna hit you with one of these bad boys. See you later, homie. Our community, this is a hobby game. Our community does not have, yeah. Our community doesn't have the Crew 2 in it. This is just a hobby game that Funk Metal wanted to stream. And you know, we're open to having anyone stream any game. You know, it's content that we can put out. You know what I mean? But coming to someone else's Discord or server or Twitch channel or whatever and advertising for your own server, it's not a good look. You know, and if you would have gone about it another way, maybe you would have gotten someone to join, or you would have just getting even more people to join. But, and I don't mean this in a bad way, my friend. You can't just go into other people's, you know, this is not a personal Twitch channel. You know what I'm saying? This is a community channel for a community with 1,600 and like 30 something people in it. It's a community channel. You can't go and run a community channel and advertise for different community. It's not a good look. So, thank you, but no thank you. Just trying to hang out, vibe out, have some fun, and then, you know, give away some free t-shirts. So anyway, speaking of free t-shirts, we got about 5 minutes left in this stream. Funk Metal kind of had a filler slot because obviously we wanted to make sure that the Thought War had enough time. Obviously, all of our streams they're scheduled by 2-hour increments. So some people, MMG redeeming the emotes only chat. Give me a second. All right, spam emotes to your heart's desire, friends. But yes, so basically, what was I saying? Not completely, just threw me off track.
Talking about t-shirts.
Oh yes, yeah. So the stream is scheduled in 2-hour increments. Obviously, the streamers that are on for longer than 2 hours just ask for multiple stream slots. So the Thought War, I believe, was like a three. It was like an odd number, so we ended up just cutting the time slot that Funk Metal is in currently down to 1 hour, and he's like, yeah, I can do it. I'll just fill in with the crew or whatever. But yes, so we do have one raffle coming up. It's about time to start spending exclamation point tall 20. So if you will, go ahead and start doing exclamation point tall 20 as rehearsed before. I still surprisingly have the page pulled up, so everyone's still actively on it. Spam that in chat for me, please. Oh wait, y'all can't. Only I can. That's funny. Only I and Mod can. It's about to happen in like 5 minutes, Sirkin. All right. Bloop. All right. By the way, Saxon, you're good to good to pick up streaming here in a second. And yeah, so everyone do exclamation point tall 20. I did take it off of emote chat. Go ahead and start spamming those tall 20s. Just like that. Make sure to send it in like that so we can get your entries for the raffle. All right. Jesus, it's midnight where I'm at. All right, let's see. You'll get MCJ to send out the blast. Next up, we will be having Mr. Saxon. He will be streaming Apex with some of his members of the Apex team. I believe it's Hazard and one other member. I can't remember the name. All right, go ahead and spam those exclamation point tall 20s, guys. Put it in chat. Put it in chat. Let's get everyone signed up and accounted for. Tall 20, tall 20, tall 20. An anchored pike. That's the one. Sorry, anchored pike. I know you've been in the stream for a while. All right, the time has come. I'm drawing now. Good luck, everybody. In 3, 2, 1. Rerolling. MMG, you've won a T-shirt. MMG 95. Message me on Speak and I'll get you your T-shirt. Like I stated before, none of the MMD members will be getting T-shirts from the raffle giveaway. It's just, it wouldn't be fair. All right, where did the thingy go? There you go. MMG, are you there? Guys, Crackles is not winning the T-shirt. The bot, when I re-roll it, it doesn't show, it doesn't redo it. I promise you. The T-shirt. Ari, you can't get it either. You're MRCCC, lady. You're late too. We already drawed. MMG is the one getting the T-shirt. So for everyone to understand, the people that are not qualified to get this, or they're I wouldn't say disqualified, but they are not going to win the T-shirt, are obviously the people that have already won one, MMD staff, and the 2 CCs of MRC. Those are the only people. It just wouldn't be fair. You know, people would feel would have dissension and they'd be frustrated. I'm sorry, Ariani. Oh, that was really good. Sorry, Ariani. But yeah, we want to make sure it's fair for everybody. So, you know, this is what it is. I mean, I won a T-shirt earlier, but I ended up giving my raffle away. So, you know, it's not for us. It's for our viewers. So, you know, let's make sure that they feel awarded. So, MMG, are you still in the chat, my friend? Message me on Discord and I can get you your information. Yeah, Apex can. We're just kind of rolling things out. There's certain things that need to happen, Sirkin. Oh. Check your team speak, brother.